we are fucking cooked. I say that as a professional cook. I've been ingesting my normal slop from the YouTube and the algorithm, and it's kind of mean to call it slop. They're good creators. They're doing their best. I'm just... oh good, I'm going to have to swap the controller here very shortly after we start going. That's lovely. This thing's been on charge all evening. Either way, y'all, trying to stick to the more positive side of the we're fucked spectrum. One of the first videos YouTube gave me to understand, or to try to process, was Hank Green, and I didn't get all the way through it because, Jesus, fuck y'all, we are so fucked. But, making it short and sweet, Hank Green has pointed out that soon electricity will be the housing of our new world. Meaning some people just won't get it. My advice to you, right now, before these tech bros crash our system out, buy a generator. Buy something that you can sit down and produce your own electricity with a minimal fuel source. Because simply put, it's gonna get bad, y'all. The scarcity they're putting in should not exist, but it will end up happening because, simply put, they're manufacturing it. The scarcity that's coming will be, electricity is going to go up even higher than it already is. And in its raising of that electricity, so many people are going to start, electricity is going to become a luxury. And, y'all, I don't say this to be doom and gloom. I don't say this to, oh, let's accept the terror. It's, y'all, this is happening if we don't fight it. Today, tomorrow, the next day, if every day, every lower class American fought the upper class, we would eat them. We would defeat them. Why? Because they don't have the numbers, and most of them, even though they're highly educated, are also highly lazy and cowardly. I mean, look at Hassan. I love my boy Hassan. He's a good example of a rich streamer. Now look at his cultural opposite, Nick Fuentes. Hassan gets threatened. He meets the shit like a man. Nick Fuentes gets threatened. He calls the police out, and he's, well, you know, I'm kind of a white supremacist, but I'm not really a white supremacist. I'm a Latino. That interaction alone, when Nick Fuentes spoke to the cops and that shit went viral, should have efficiently and effectively killed that little cunt's career. Instead, well, he's been to the White House. Have you been to the White House, listener? It's... And I know, oh, he's just a hating on people. He's just a hater. I get it. I am a bit of a hater at times, yes. But the thing that I hate is the fact that so many people are willing to endure so many stupid, horrible things. And they're just cool with it. I don't understand anymore, y'all. I mean, the internet, that was the other thing we watched with Sarah's TV. The internet was a promise. It was a community. We were supposed to, like, when I was in elementary school, we had a very outdated, funny thing that I almost immediately lost interest with because they paired me with a foreign student who didn't want to write back, or couldn't write back. Who knows, maybe our letters never went anywhere and it was just one very exhausted teacher writing out different languages. But it was a pen pal program. In the case of Woodland Elementary School, no, not Woodland, Taylorsville Elementary School, I want to say, they had us basically, and it was a Spanish-speaking person we were talking to, because we were all in Spanish class. The goal was for us to all get along better, to reach out and reach across the distance. Because back in this time period, racism it was worse than it is today, y'all. Early 90s, it was way worse. And I know what you said, well, they didn't have ICE rounding people up. Yeah, they did. Y'all, and it wasn't officially ICE. But back in the early 2000s, it was just immigration control. It was just the police. I mean, that's why there are so many, like, watch some of the high school or, like, what's the word for it? The teach people through story, educational movies things. There's several of them that are just, you can see how terrible the times were back then. And we kept promising ourselves we'd do better, we'd get better, we just need it. They're not evil and horrible people, they're just ignorant. They're just ignorant. You just got to work around their ignorances. Teach them to see you as a person. You shouldn't have to teach someone to see you as a person. I hate the Trump supporters, y'all. Let me be clear, if you're a Trump supporter, I hope you lose all your toenails today. I hope that you have an accident that causes you unspeakable and unbelievable annoyance. I hope you have the day you fucks deserve. But I don't want you to die. I don't want to deport you to some Guatemalan prison. I don't want to murder you or rape you. That's another weird one for you Trumpers. What the fuck is it with y'all? Oh, I hate these lesbian women, but man, do I want it. If you hate someone and you find them disgusting, why do you... It's all genocidal armies do it. It's why the IDF had full-on riots for the right to rape their child prisoners and women prisoners. Yeah, that one's not going to appear in many of the papers because, you know, America is, as a byproduct, supporting that evil and horrible pedophilia. But I mean, what, are you surprised we have a pedophile president who, hands down, is in all the Epstein files? I mean, man raped children. Man wanted to rape fucking Junior Miss America people. He is a monster in every sense of the word. But still, a bunch of you motherfuckers can go ass up for him, and I don't get it. I also don't get what the fuck's going on with you bitches. What do you want? You keep saying shit. Okay, there we go. Yeah, we'll accept them. We're gonna lock one of them up at a time and re-educate them. You will absolutely not do that. Also, you are just a terrible follower all around, so we're gonna turn you into poop. And we're back. And I almost knocked over my cup. And we're back. Where'd the heretic go? Shit. He keeps saying that he wants to talk to me, but he don't want to talk to me. Where'd the heretic go? I need to lock him up so I can re-educate him. Did they just stop being a heretic? There you are. No, and honestly, Cult of the Lamb is a really, really good game, y'all. But I'm really tired of the enshentification of everything. By that I mean, y'all, I remember a time when you bought something, like a game console, or anything like that, and when you purchased it, you had to make regular additional purchases, but you also, you know, had the product and you could utilize it. You didn't have, like, for example, your phone. You could, 1 minute. Okay, I don't know how to fix this problem other than just lock them up for a minute. Now, you could do things, but at the same time, when you purchased something, it was a full, you owned it. Now, do we own anything, like, at all? I mean, can you actually buy anything at all either, considering every other damn ad I see is for, don't wait for it, get it now. Borrow money from this AI system. Borrow money from this AI system. Now, y'all, far be it from me to tell you how to shit in the system's eye. But, just saying, in my wary little personal opinion, I would suggest, you know, if you're young enough to get something and get off the grid, cheat the AI systems, scam them, defraud them. If you can do it, I'm not saying do it to people. Let's be absolutely crystal clear here. Your mom and pop shop, leave them alone. Hell, sponsor them if you can. But Walmart, fuck, rob that cunt. Best Buy, Target, Home Depot, if you're in a store and you can see a camera's not looking at you and you can get that item in your pocket, break the system, friends. That's what we need to do. And if you see somebody doing it, thank them and then ignore them, because you need to be clinically blind when you see that. Like I said, it's a bad thing to tell y'all to do, and I'm not telling you to do it out of some level of hubris. It's just, the situation will never ever get better until we demand it. I'm just saying, y'all, I'm not saying to be the freedom fighter or blow nothing up or nothing. In fact, quite the opposite. Don't do anything that'll put yourself or your loved ones at risk. But at the same time, if you can shit in the system's eye, shit in the system's eye in any way you can. Any tiny thing you can do to hurt our good, overpowered masters. Because they're hurting you. They don't care to hurt your ass either. Let me just... He lost his ears, but he never had the wisdom to see. Foolish though he may have seemed, he wielded the power of his crown without discrimination. Yeah, honestly, I hated fighting the squid, and I admittedly hate his level. But I do like him as a character. And hearing Kennedy speak hurts my soul. Can't we just put him down, y'all? He needs to be put down. He needs himself a miracle mile to happen. We need to repeat history one more time. Am I being clear enough without being criminally clear? No, it's like those pigs yesterday that were harassing me at Dollar General. And yes. Oh, the business wasn't open yet. Oh, they were just worried about the business. Y'all, let me ask you something. If you're gonna, let's just say you're a criminal mastermind and you're gonna break into a building. Are you going to stand in the fucking spotlight and publish yourself while you do it? Are you going to stand under a spotlight and say, hey, I'm here, I'm on YouTube, what's up, y'all? Or are you going to go to the back entrance that has one camera and no lighting and a bunch of air ducts around it or air conditioning systems around it and crack open the back door with a crowbar? Yeah, it'll set off the alarm, but your goal if you're doing a smash and grab is to smash and then grab. No one's just going to be chilling out in a spotlight when that shit happens. What I'm saying is, the pig was trying to harass me. He was trying to find something out of nothing so that he could get something out of nothing. And then when I responded competently, soberly, and calmly, he immediately had to roll up his shit and go. That's how you respond to those pigs, y'all. Treat them the way that they're treating you. Now, if you got one that's friendly, don't give them any information. Don't dry snitch on nobody. But they come to you with kindness, you come to them with kindness. They come to you like they a fat bitch never seen a treadmill and never gotten his ass out to do anything. Well, then treat them like that. Because honestly, next motherfucker tell me, well, it's dangerous to walk in these parts. I'm just going to look at him and be like, well, brother, ain't that your job as a public servant to make it not dangerous? I mean, honestly, thinking back as I've been dwelling on it with the multiple times I've been harassed by the Bartow County Police Department, specifically U Harley Division, it's, and Cartersville, let's be clear, back when I was in the fight with my family over the house, but it's like, y'all, they're not good people. They're not. They're not bad people, they're just people doing a job. Unfortunately, their job is, to oppress you. Their whole job is to make sure you stay in fucking line. And in a perfect America, well then staying in line's good. That means, you know, you're taking care of your fellow community, you're upkeeping your house, you're upkeeping yourself. In a perfect community, that's a good thing. But in a fascistic government, well then, yes, you need to uphold the standard. Rat out any Mexicans you know anywhere near you. You need to be going against the trans kids. You need to be harassing the homos. No, fuck that shit. Rebel. When a system is bad, we rebel against it. We don't make excuses for it. These blasted witnesses have returned, I swear. Didn't you take care of them? Well, they're back. What a world, eh? If only dead would stay that way. Get 'em gone, won't you? I've dug up some good pieces for you, too. Here's an eye.
Come on, me.
I like Flimbo. Knew you had it in you. I'm Flimbo of the word. Here you go. I only have like one more, maybe two more outfits to get. Did that little fucker just steal my thing? Oh no, it's just a little crab. Gotcha. Hell yeah. But yeah, y'all. Like I said, I'm not gonna be here to fucking Fed post and tell y'all to get yourselves in trouble. I wouldn't say that. Now, would I say to, you know, treat these fucks the way they treat you? Absolutely. That's also why, if you do a crime that actually hurts somebody, bet I'll report it in a New York second. But if your crime is vagrancy, if your crime is dumpster diving, if your crime is desperation, nah, I don't see nothing. I'm clinically blind. But that's also because I don't like an evil and cruel system like what we got right now. And the only way we can stop it is to fight it. And we gotta go kid gloves off in order to do that. Okay, we should be able to get him back to the good. All we gotta do now is give him a decent meal. Oh yeah. God dang it! Fucking mushroom head. Okay. Take two. Take two, because I don't have another high-end meal. Running a cult is hard, y'all. Here, let's get them all drunk. Surely that'll make it easier. Alrighty. Let's go and get... I guess we'll go get Telemar's here since we're all decked out for it. Oh, they're all befuddled. Okay. I thought that was like they were rebelling or something. I was about to say, no, I started a mass rebellion. But nah, no, I lost my one viewer. How sad. But, like I said, y'all, I'm used to playing to an empty crowd. This is just my way of screaming on the streets. You know, it's sad when America's so desperate that you literally have the homeless on the YouTube begging for help. But that's because there's no charities anymore. And there's no... I mean, the only charities we got don't really seem to care for most of us. And honestly, when you look at it, most of the charities are willing to report your ass to ICE or anything else they need to go after. So it's like... I don't know. I don't know, y'all. It's... yeah, trying times and we need to look out for each other. What the... You were just assenting when I left. How frustrating. Oh well, y'all. We're trying to 100% cult the lamb. It's a very fun game, and I'm trying to remain positive in these dark and bleak times. On the bright side, those shorts went up pretty well. And unfortunately, I did not indeed make that promotion. I will probably die a fucking fry cook. I mean, technically, I'm a prep person, maintenance person. I do the fry cooking, the baking, I can do the biscuits, I can balance the books, though they don't make me do that. They don't trust me, I guess, to do that. I have a wealth of skills with which to give my job. Unfortunately, my job wants me to do this at below minimum wage, it seems like. Well, I guess below living wage. It's not below minimum wage, because Georgia's minimum wage is only, what, $7.50? We're a very, very dumb state. But that's why Atlanta's the place for business. Because we exploit every single working sap out there to make sure those businesses have good slave labor ready to run. Ooh. I like that one. We can now fully explore this level. All we need now is a tarot card to make it to where we get extra supplies, and this will be the most profitable adventure yet. Like I said, y'all, I don't mean just get on here and yap negative about it. It's just, I mean, there's no real way to fix this current problem other than to, you know, do your little acts of rebellion. Because I keep hearing stupid shit like, well, what Trump's doing is illegal. You're right, it is. Now, is anyone going to stop him? Well, no, but we're going to say how illegal it is. Oh, cool, cool. So, is it really illegal then if no one's going to stop him? Because, like, I knew the legality in this country were two sets of legalities. I get that. The thing I don't get is the level of that legality. I mean, look at the horrible monsters that is the Kennedy family. You got one, John, who wasn't that bad. John F. Kennedy was still a shitheel, though. He was still racist. He was still not a great guy. He was just good for an American president, which is saying something. I mean, let's be clear. John F. Kennedy was still very homophobic, more than likely. He was still just a rich political asshole. And I'm sorry, did he bring any justice for his sister before he also got lobotomized with a bullet this time, though? Because remember, the Kennedy family took a very brilliant, high-functioning autistic woman and told him to carve on her brain until she couldn't say her ABCs. This is your American royalty, America? These are your heroes? God, I shudder to think of what your villains would look like. I mean, y'all, I want to be positive because I know that even my coworkers just roll their eyes. And I know a lot of streamers on here, well, don't be political at work. It's work. Fuck that. Until my work pays me enough to actually eat real food, not food I scrounge out of dumpsters and fucking scrounge out of fucking leftovers, when my company gives me enough money to go to a fucking store and buy food like a fucking person, then I might not, you know, use my job as a political talking point. But otherwise, nah, bet. I'll talk about the pedophile in office. I'll talk about the fact that we are saving bacon grease for a small business owner that loves that pedophile, that still wears his fucking hat. And I hate that, because I would like bacon grease too. I'm sure a lot of bakers would like bacon grease. But are we getting it for them? Are we donating it to the women's shelter or to anyone else? Of course not. We're giving it to the rich Nepo cunts. But, I mean, he does bring us good food sometimes. He voted to end our health care and kill our children, but that baloney be good, y'all. I'm sorry, I don't see it anymore. I'm tired. I haven't taken a break at work in over like 3-4 months now, maybe even a year. I haven't had a day off that wasn't either grinding on here or trying to find a way to pull money out of thin air. I mean, y'all, I haven't crocheted in months. I haven't done my true good, fun, centering hobbies in months and months. And it's just, it's upsetting. Because I know that if I lived in a different country, I could get therapy, I could get help. I could probably get fucking food if I needed it. There would be community things. Meanwhile, in America, I've got fucking cops telling me, well, it's awfully dangerous to walk here in these parts, boy. It's like, If only the cops would do their fucking job, then it might be safer. Because that is, after all, their fucking job, isn't it? Oh wait, I forgot. No, that's not. Their job is to oppress the people and make sure the rich, powerful class stay the rich and powerful class. That's the biggest thing, y'all. We gotta fight. We do. We've got to. But it's not going to be a physical fight, because if you think you can physically fight the U.S. government, friends, that's not how that battle ends. If we have to go to war, gather your guns, and go to war against the U.S. government, y'all, we're gonna die. It'll be a beautiful battle. It'll be the Battle of Blair Mountain style, but we still gonna die. They got drones, nukes, they'll carpet bomb the shit out of any area that don't make enough money to be worthy of it. And if you don't think I'm being real about that one, just look into Black Wall Street. But yeah, y'all, that's all I'm saying is we need to stand. I thought that, there we go, I thought that stupid card allowed me to skip around on the map. But, and also, unfortunately, it does not appear the card will allow you to go backwards. So, you can go anywhere on the map you want to, so long as it's forward. And that's not a bad thing to get, y'all. I mean, I normally wouldn't be able to gather nearly this many supplies. But yeah, I kind of find myself in agreement with Sirius's old boomer-ass take on it, and I can't deny it. We had a better world when the internet was slower, clunkier, and less. I'm sure most of my viewers can't remember a time, but once upon a time when you got on YouTube, you would actually have to type in the name of a creator that you wanted to watch. You would actually have to type in a subject matter and then sift through hundreds of videos. Some good, some terrible, but all of them were at least effort. And now we've got our algorithm. Hell, I can put YouTube on play right now, and all I gotta do is hit it every about hour to let it know that I'm still indeed listening. Which is, by the way, fucking stupid for our technology. It knows when you're listening. It's listening to you! Don't believe me? Ask why Edward Snowden hasn't been able to come back home, even during the Trump administration. The pedophiles are scared of Snowden. But it's because Snowden worked at the CIA, saw what was going on, and instead of being a coward, a sellout, or a pick-me, he said, no, y'all check this out, and then he vanished. Because back then, we didn't know for sure. And every government stooge would be telling you, oh, come on, you think the government's listening to you? You think the government cares that much about your takes? And then Snowden was like, oh yeah, they're listening to you, friend. If you send a text message via any cell phone service, the government reads that message or has the capability of reading that message. If you send a DM, PM, private message, encrypt, it doesn't fucking matter. You're sending it on their system. And beyond that, the only company that seems to be fighting these bastards is Apple. And y'all, I'm sorry, but look into that one yourself. There's horrible shit that Apple has defended in the name of defending freedom. It's sort of like I'm all for free speech. I don't particularly want to hear slurs all the time, but I'm all for free speech. That being said, free speech doesn't include being able to share child porn, because that's not speech. Free speech doesn't involve being able to tell lies about someone in order to get someone else to attack them. My problem with Americans is we are so fucking ignorant. And we wear it as a badge of honor rather than a, oh, I need to work on that. It's like correction, y'all. How many people are so bad at taking correction? I'm bad about it too at times, and I've caught myself in the act of being bad about it, so I try to fix it. But it's like yesterday when David said I meant the 14th Amendment instead of the 13th Amendment. He was correct. He was absolutely right on that. That was my bad. But most people at work or creators, if you tell them something, hey, you're kind of off on that one, rude or otherwise, it's, oh, you think I'm dumb? Oh, no, I don't think you are, but the way you're acting certainly proves you might be. Like I said, we weaponize our ignorance, and I was listening to a Bowling for Soup song the other day, Getting Old Sucks, but everybody's doing it. And I just had such a relation to that boomer line. And what the fuck is TikTok? I agree with that sentiment. Can anyone tell me what TikTok is other than a gigantic waste of goddamn time? YouTube without a point at all? Because honestly, the only golden age TikTok ever had for me was that whereas the rest of them were refusing to talk about Palestine at all, at least TikTok was they weren't getting out there and going, hey y'all, free Palestine, death to the IDF. No, they were just, hey y'all, you can talk about the genocide going on if you want to. We aren't going to censor you. And that's the only good thing TikTok had. But at the same time, it's not really a strength if, yeah, you can talk about the genocide, 30-second clip. 30-second clip, and it needs to pop. You need to pop. You need it to pop. Come on. Get them in. They need to watch your shit, man. Quick. Talk about the genocide, but do it with a cute dog filter on it. Y'all, we were taking something that's unspeakable, something that should be spoken of with shame and malice. And we're talking about it like, you know, just a genocide, y'all. Just some dead kids. Who cares? All those legless children just wobbling around over there. And we caused that with our tax dollars. We brought the bombs that did that. And I couldn't even say that on YouTube 6 months ago. If I had said that and one of you two people had decided to say, oh, he said something about Palestine, my video would be pulled down and I would immediately get a strike. Now we can talk about it. So TikTok is really fucking useless now, isn't it? Because, yeah, you can move a lot of people with the violence you can see on it, but it also desensitizes them. Because this war has been going on, this genocide has been going on for over 75 years that we've been funding it. And it's going to keep going on. There will be 100 more Nakbas if we don't stop it. There'll be 1,000 more dead Palestinian children, legless and flopping around, trying their best to survive in shit water that we provided. Y'all should be very happy that there is no God up above us to cast judgment. That's all I'm saying. Because real talk here, if you get the chance, see The Good Place. But real talk, The Good Place is accurate. It is impossible to be a good person. And all we can do is our best. I'm not sitting here trying to shame you for it, y'all. I'm just saying, when you see something that you can correct it. Don't wait for permission. Don't do it for the clout. Don't try to get big and famous. Just do it. Just do the thing. Hell, the other day I made a little kid laugh. And I gained so much more from that. No offense to y'all, but I gained so much more from that than from 100 followers being in my watch section. I gained so much more from I gained so much more from that than 1,000 likes and, oh my God, you're amazing. Just because I was walking home, like I do. I didn't record it because I was miserably hot and I didn't have anything good to say. But as I'm walking down the road, 2 school buses pull up face to face. They do the little stop sign thing. And one of them, I guess because the stop sign deploys as it stops automatically, but one of them, the kids were getting off the bus and they see me walking on my stick and I'm just, and now they both turn into Transformers. Aww. They're just driving off? Well, that's boring. And this kid just started laughing at that shitty joke of mine. And y'all, I loved it. I absolutely adored it. Why? Because that was real laughter, y'all. Not fake shit, not algorithmic shit, not just LOL, LOL, laughy face. No, it was real laughter. It was, we had a moment. And I think we need more of that, y'all. The reason Josh Johnson hit so hard, and I'm trying to think of a right-winger that would be popular enough that you would know without being on the right wing. The reason Josh Johnson hit so hard and like, see, it's hard to do, y'all, because most right-wingers only pretend to be comedians when it benefits them, not algorithmically, but whatever you call it. They won't say their shit out loud. They want to shout a slur, and then when you say, wow, that was fucking stupid and offensive, they go, oh, my freedom of speech. They're lame, y'all. They're lame is what I'm saying. They're lame and stupid and pathetic. I would normally have a list to draw from here, but this is all off the cuff. But yeah, it's just... The reason Josh Johnson hits hard is because every week he's doing stand-up comedy in some dive area. Or a bigger area. But that's why he hits different. If you're up in front of people and you're saying the jokes and all that, you get to see genuine reactions. You get to see all the cool shit that comes from it. There's... Hey, what up, Lolita? Or, sorry, Latoya, sorry. Good morning to you two. I hope you're doing well. It's been a month, a week, a year, a lifetime. I'm just tired of dreaming about the Federation when we could have it. For that, I'm talking Star Trek, for the record. I mean, we could, y'all. In our lifetime, we could achieve a level of space travel the likes of which is only fantasy right now. On top of that, we don't even need it. I mean, can you imagine how amazing the world would be if we just started working together? And I mean continentally, one world government style, everyone works together. No businesses trying to mine our thoughts or make $1 billion off of us, but hey y'all, I'm doing this because I think I'm pretty fucking good at it, and I think it'll benefit y'all. So here, have at it. It's like I lost my love of cooking, not because I don't enjoy cooking, but because for the past 4 years I've made cheeseburgers, I've made sausage, I've made links, I've made chicken for over 10, and it's none of these people are doing anything different, y'all. None of them. Oh, I like Chick-fil-A. Okay, pickle juice. Well, I'd prefer KFC. Okay, sugar and pickle juice. Or sugar and flat starch flour. Well, it's the same message, y'all. You're eating the same slop. And it's all just slop. And the problem is the only restaurants, and I'm not even sure the big restaurants, I just don't work at the bougie places because, you know, I know my limitations, I know my inner devils, and I'd be far too... I have never once worked in a kitchen and gone to the bathroom without washing my hands. If I worked at one of these bougie-ass high-end places, I would never wash my hands as a choice, just because I want to get them rich cunts sick with typhoid. I hate the rich, y'all. When I say I hate them, I don't think you understand. I hate them. But it's because of what they are and what they turn themselves into. Also what they've robbed our very society of. That's why I hate them. I hate them because when you deal with a poor person, they won't give you what they have if they absolutely need it. But if there's a world where they can half it and you get half and they get half, you'll get half. A rich person, they will literally laugh at you and call you poorbo while you die. They will make jokes about you, and then they will lambaste you over your grave. And these are the people I'm supposed to find a middle ground with? These are the people I'm supposed to try to find a soft spot in my heart for? Nah, y'all, when a rich man dies, God celebrates. Like, okay, give you another terrible example from our past. Who's heard of the Rwandan genocide? The Tutsis and the... Uh-oh. There's another one. There were the Tutsis and the Hutus. I did not forget those people. Because they shouldn't be forgotten. It was a horrible fucking genocide. It was also a genocide in the modern age, carried out primarily with machetes. But the reason why, well, that one's a simple one to answer. There was a hate preacher in Rwanda who got on the radio and the TVs and everything else, and I might get this backwards, y'all, because it is one of the least studied genocides in history, and I have trouble finding books about genocide, period, in our library. But the Rwandan genocide, if I don't have it absolutely fuck all backwards, the Hutus were getting on the radio and preaching hate messages specifically about the Tutsis. Not only, like, hate messages, but, no, I mean real, they're coming for your children. They're coming for your loved ones. If you have a toaster in your house, pick up your toaster, go into the street, and beat a Tutsi to death with it. If you, and hence why the people listened, and in a mass hysteria, they started murdering their neighbors with machetes, hacking women and children and fighting-age men to little pieces in the streets. The streets truly ran red. And what did we get from it? Most of the people aren't even remembering. And yeah, I just lost my entire audience. Because I'm not talking about La Boo Boo. I'm not talking about Trump being a pedophile right now. Or the fact that, you know, we've had 2 runs of the oldest presidents in fucking history. I'm not talking about the fun, easy things. I'm talking about hard shit today, y'all. Not because I want to be depressing, but because genuinely the internet has become too soft and too hard all at the same time. We live in a world where if I get on here and I lambaste Elon Musk, it's perfectly fine. But if I do it to, say, Jeff Bezos, suddenly I've got at least 100 people in comments going how I'm a terrible person. And none of these people fucking matter, to be clear. Jeff Bezos, Elon Musk, I say we bring back the old ways. These people have clearly affronted the old gods. So let's put them together in an arena, and we decide. We get 1 billionaire. 1 billionaire for the entire planet Earth. And anytime a second billionaire crops up, well then it's time to go to the Thunderdome. We put them both in the Thunderdome in Highlander style. There can only be one. And everyone else in the world watches for free. Ideally, we make sure the homeless especially can see it, as these 2 rich nepotistic douchebags beat each other to death. Ideally with wiffle ball bats. I want something slow. I want something that's going to be excruciating. Why? Because money's easy to make in this world, y'all, especially if you already have some. Them games, them fucking swings, you ain't gonna, I mean, money helps in getting there, but you ain't gonna be able to put $100 in and swing a wiffle ball bat enough to crack a skull. And yes, I realize when I say 100, that's hilarious, because that's basically talking about pennies to the ultra-wealthy. But still, I just worked an 80-hour work week, and I made $200 after 2 weeks. Because of the debts that I owe, and because of the bills as they are. But yeah, y'all, 80 hours. My legs are in pain. Last night I got a Charlie horse while sleeping. My body is burnt. And I'm only 36. Y'all, at 36, I should still be hosting nature hikes. I should still be going into the woods and doing these big-ass fucking expeditions to get people into the woods again. But I can't. I mean, hell, my brain's so fucking mushified from TikTok and all... Well, not TikTok, I don't do that. But from YouTube Shorts and just trying my best to keep up with shit. Like I said, I almost forgot the Tootsies and Hutus, and they, oh my god, the horror that they went through. But that's, I didn't forget Star Trek Lower Decks, I still remember Ensign Mariner, I still remember the Cardassian invasion. Why can I remember bullshit, but I can't remember important shit? Sorry, Camacho, I'll stop. It's not nice to pick on the crazy. Like I said, y'all, in times like this, being nice is an act of rebellion. And I'm not saying don't do it, because we need those acts of kind rebellion. What I will say, though, is most definitely, we need to be kind to the right people. Be kind to your unhoused travelers out there. Be kind to your retail workers and your fast food workers. Be unspeakably cruel to the fucking pigs. Be kind to medical workers and firefighters. Why? I ain't never had no firefighter exploit me or harass me or try to hurt me. I've never had a firefighter try to imprison me in a box for nothing more than standing on a street corner at a certain time period of day. I've had medical people save my fucking life before. Surprisingly, they did. I mean, they asked for money, because, duh, but they didn't demand it until recently. Like I said, y'all, a lot of this is just screaming and ranting into the void, but it's also because I have such a teeny tiny weeny audience, it's not gonna hurt anything. If Hassan got on here and said the exact same fucking thing, he might trigger a revolution. But I'm a nobody, so who the fuck cares, right? There's a certain level of strength in that ambiguity, though. Ambiguity? I think I'm using that word right. Because lo and behold, folks, we gotta take our wins where we can get them, and we gotta fight. Every day. Be kind to those around you who deserve kindness, and everyone other than the ultra-wealthy deserve kindness. The ultra-wealthy, they deserve your ire. They deserve your scorn, and you should scorn them harshly. Cinnabar's, okay, bro. Whatever. Have fun. I hope you have a lovely day, Cinnabar. I don't know what a Lombax is. And I hope you're doing well. As I said, y'all, maybe I should be trying to put this on Twitch at the same time. Maybe I should try to micromanage and get a Facebook, a TikTok, an Instagram, a Reel, a MySpace, I already have a YouTube. But I don't. Instead, I do this. This one thing I do. Well, I make these videos, I make art videos, I read as much as I'm able to, even though I've needed glasses for 4 months now. For 4 months I've needed glasses and I just can't get them because I live in America and I am too poor. I have the broken remains of them. If I could get to America's Best, a mere 45-mile walk away into town, they would repair them for me. But if I don't have the tiniest amount of cash to, be able to get beverages, be able to pay some of these gas stations. Because here's the thing in Georgia, y'all. If I go to a gas station and I just, I want to use the bathroom, I got like 10 cents in my pocket, but I gotta pee. Well, in Europe, they'll just say, no, you have to pee somewhere else. Pay $1 to use our bathroom. But in America, they do something different. You have to purchase something. So I feel like if I was in Europe and I was like, hey boss, I gotta pee, but I'm broke as shit, here's 10 cents, can I use your bathroom? They're gonna say yeah, because it's preferable to someone shitting in the street. Here in America though, nah man, why you wanting a free ride, man? Nobody gave me a free ride, man. Why you wanting a free ride? Pay your toll, man, buy some. Bathrooms ain't free. It's insane. And yeah, you can go into a bigger box store like, say, Ingles, Best Buy, Walmart, wherever, if you find one of them. But you might also get stopped by security if you look, well, like someone who just walked in the door. It's because America is very, very, very racist. But not only are they racist, they're also financists. Environmental traps cause no damage. Well, yeah. But I mean, hell, look at it from real perspectives here. What does a CEO at BlackRock make? And what do they do for that money? Versus, what does an elementary school teacher make? Keep in mind, one of these people is exploiting poor people and making sure that there is a homeless population to make sure that there's always a driving need for housing. And one of these people, well, they keep us from getting people. But somewhere along the line, we got to fuck them teachers, right? Oh, they think they owe so special while they raise my kids. Why don't we pay them better? Honestly, we're expecting so much from our teachers. They not only have to be counselors and trauma specialists and first aid responders and know how to do CPR and keep up to date with all the things they're teaching because, they have to routinely go back to college and continue getting an education. But on top of all of that, they also have to deal with punk-ass kids that don't give no shits. People that think screaming and just is deep thought. We're dealing with dipshits that think that racism is cool and ableism is just that way to be, brah. We're dealing with a terrible society that sold its morals long, long ago. And it's been a fundamental attack as, I don't know, it's been going on forever is all I'm saying, man. It's gotten worse in recent years, but that's because stupidity's like a cancer, y'all. It digs in and it rots. I mean, last year, hell, before COVID, that's the way to the boss chamber. I was under the very blissfully ignorant impression that we all just washed our hands because it was good hygiene. Because, you know, you're touching a part of your body that's sweaty and in your pants all day, if you're a guy. If you're a lady, well, admittedly, I don't have a fetish, so I don't know exactly what all y'all do, but you're touching your toilet paper and wiping yourself, I'm assuming. So again, nasty. Wash them hands. But somehow we lost that plot and just, nah, fuck that. I don't need to wash my hands. What are you, my ma? I just don't piss on my hands. Ha 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 ha. And it's just, our society's decaying because we've allowed the stupids to run rampant. That's the whole reason our society is dying. I mean, we got a society that basically considers someone like a known charlatan like the Great Showman, P.T. Barnum. We call him the Great Showman. You know what he did to folks? Like, what P.T., not the cute singing musical P.T. Barnum. No, I mean the actual IRL P.T. Barnum. The one that kidnapped a black woman, kept her in chains for her entire life, and then when she finally died, getting the little bit of freedom that is awarded to the poor in this country, they then stuffed her body and continued carrying her about. Because black people in this country at that time were just a spectacle to be oxed and goggled at. I mean, today they're still basically the same thing. But then again, tell me where Black Wall Street is. Name for me a black celebrity that is as safe as, say, Trump or Charlie Sheen or Epstein. Or Ghislaine Maxwell. Name me one black, and I need a black creator or a black businessman here. Not some, oh, well, I'm from the Caribbean, but I was born an American and both my parents are white from the Caribbean. No, no, no. I mean, tell me about a black man who made it up this fucking system. And then when you find that one, if they exist, because I think it's a mythical creature, then find me a lady that did the same thing. And again, they have the same power that Trump, Epstein, all these nasty pedophile cunts that currently run our system have. Because again, any black man I've ever known that got to a position of power, that was on the shakiest of stilts. Because one fuck up, one losing his temper, one oopsie, and your ass goes down hard. Because white America, I stand behind it. It's crass. Be warned, this one's crass. But a white man will shit in their pants if they know a black man has to smell it. And as sad as that is, I mean, I haven't seen it be proven wrong yet. I haven't seen it be proven wrong yet. But then again, I work in a kitchen where we have black workers on rare occasion. And then they get boosted right out the kitchen because they get made fun of, lambasted, or otherwise fucked with until they quit. And I'm usually the only one going, oh, come on, please, miss, don't quit. Please, man, don't quit on me. I need at least some culture in this fucking cracker place, please. Nah, man, we got one good one. We got our good one, air quotes. Man's name's G, and he's a kid, so I try not to talk about him too much. He's a good kid. Also, arguably a bit of a nepo, considering that he got the job because his mother's a manager at a different restaurant that is owned by our corporation. So he couldn't work at her restaurant because otherwise they would fire her. Or him. Or both. But yeah, I mean, give you an example. And the other thing about him is the front of house will constantly like to point out, well, he's also a bit special, you know, he's quiet, and he's one of them good ones. And I'm like, that would signify there are bad ones. And no, y'all, there are no good or bad ones. We're all just people with pigments. As I said, I'm frustrated, and that's why I'm venting about all of this shit, because I've been sitting on it for fucking months. It's equal to, and I think I might have gotten through to him, because after it happened, the loud, obnoxious old people music stopped. But here's what I did to find out if it would work. I work with 2 people, and I've for ages, well, I'm not rude, I just like my music. Well, I don't, so could you please just put in headphones like the rest of us do? Well, everybody else likes my music, so why does it matter? Okay. Well, the other day when their phone died or got misplaced, I didn't do that part, I just took advantage of the situation. I took my phone, put it on loud, and I put on some Irish music. I actually put on my playlist of fuck you. It's Irish music, Scottish music, it's techno, a little bit of rap, a tiny bit of like hip-hoppy stuff. It's got it's a mad grab variety of things. But when it got to Alistair's very techno song, a person who had told me repeatedly, well, you don't touch people's phone, even if you don't like it, you go get them to get the phone. She turned my phone off. She muted my phone, and to which I just, oh? I thought y'all just, it was a musical place, y'all. And not being mean about it, not being rude about it, I just took my phone, didn't say 2 words, and I walked back to my prep area while I was cooking and prepping and trying to do a little bit of maintenance work to help clean up the little grease pit area. And I put my music on back there, but I turned the volume down a bit. But the whole reason why was simple. Because why the fuck do I have to listen to Creed every single goddamn day? And here's the thing, y'all. I don't hate Creed. I don't care for them because it's a Christian band that, you know, got drunk and all that shit constantly. And I'm kind of like, if you're gonna do the damn deed and pretend to be the thing, you need to at least pretend better than that. Also, they're a very old band, and I find most of the shit that these old bands sing about to be outdated and stupid. Not all of them, not all of them. Pete Seeger, I think is his name. That man speaks to the heart of the people. Fucking, he's the old-timey 1930s singer or 40s singer who had, his guitar said, "This weapon kills fascists." One of the more like, one of the lines that he said that was just sheer fire and slapped is, "I've seen the humble farmer toiling at his floor. I've seen the banksmen banging down that." I don't know the lyrics that well, y'all. The point is, he sings about people. But he sings about real shit going on. He sings about what we're going through as Americans. And he sings about it from the 1930s, which lets you know how badly out of date we are. Like I said, y'all, it's been an almost hour-long bitch session, and I'm still charged up and ready to fucking go with it. But unfortunately, the sun is starting to rise, and I have many other tasks to complete today before my 1 day off is up. I get a day off, and then I'll take work for 2 days that are actually decent hours. At that time, I get to walk in when the sun's rising rather than at 2 a.m. Well, technically, I'll still be walking around 2, 3 a.m. But I get to wake up around 1 o'clock or 12 o'clock rather than waking up at 11 o'clock in order to get ready, get everything I need to get done, and then head out the door for a 4-mile hike into work, where I will basically beat my body to death in order to feed a bunch of ungrateful assholes the slop that my bosses demand I put down their gullets. Like I said, y'all, there's just no pride left is all. I wish I could take some pride in what I do, but there's no team for thee, but not for me. Lots of team spirit, there's no real teamwork. I mean, hell, it's like the Halloween party's going to be on the 25th this year. If I can get a vehicle, I can attend. Otherwise, I'll have to rely on somebody else driving me, which means I'll have to stay for a very long time. And then I might have to have a drunk drive me drunk home. And I'm not going to do that shit, so no. If I can't get a ride, I just won't attend, as sad as it is, because the Halloween party's like the one thing I look forward to each year that we do. Like I said, y'all, I don't... Hey, where's my artifact at? There we go. And and we are going to bring this cat lady's kids home to her. I'm wondering if we rescue her kids after we get the rewards from her. I wonder when we get our kids back to her if she'll, like... One, if she'll still be in these dungeons, but two, if she'll actually, like, we'll see them behind her or something. Oh, I could just straight up skip rows, too. That's pretty cool. I can go back. Fuck yeah. Going... Aw, boo. Depressing. Oh, well. But... I digress, y'all. After we complete this dungeon, I'll probably check back in on the cult and then hop off of here. It's been an hour. Oh! Oops. Cauliflower gets the most efficient. Just like I said, y'all, be cruel where you need to be cruel, and be kind where you can be kind. And let's truly actually work together to make this world a better place. It's like my most recent art projects. Y'all, I sell my art projects when someone truly wants to purchase one. Otherwise, and most of the time, I just give them away to people who like them. Because that small amount of charity work feeds my soul. Not that our souls exist. Like I said, truth be told, Americans need to be super duper happy that there is no God above. Because otherwise, every single American, we would all be going to fucking hell for what we encourage and allow to happen. We wouldn't be the only ones. I'm not, like, denying the evils of the rest of the world, too, but we would certainly be one of the worst. Because, yeah, other countries have done terrible things, but you know what? At least in those countries, you can get therapy. You can get psychological help if you require it. Most of the time, their people are actually, you know, able to care about each other. Also, you know, just watching the American entitlement issue. Because so many Americans are so goddamned entitled, myself included, by the way. I try not to do it, but hell, we all do it. And I'm very sad that I can't go to the Cult of Lamb shows. Are they all going to be in Australia? I get it if the developers and the game people are there, but straight up, y'all, I want to do this like IRL. Maybe not the whole culty part, but the fun part, you know. The fun little rituals, not the sacrificey ones. And plus, it's just been super fun to deal with my Christian friends by, well, Travis, you finally found religion? I am of the cult of the Lamb now. That's so cool, you found Jesus? The Lamb. I know, I should be nicer. I talk about being nice on here all the time. I need to be nicer. I get it, and I want to be. And I will, but... you know, in due time. I'm saving the relic for when we get into the big fight. I don't know what the relic does exactly. I just skimmed through it, I didn't read it. Honestly, at this point, I think the land is basically got the power of all the gods, considering we got a good charge, but it wasn't as good as it could be. We could still build more of those little shrines. But yeah, y'all, it's just, if nothing else, try to not be the reason someone gives up hope today. I mean, for fuck's sake, working with Alan just kills my soul sometimes, because it's like, he acts so nonchalant about demanding shit of people that he won't do himself at all. And yeah, it doesn't work out for him, because whereas Mary and Donna were transplanted in as our bosses from the beginning, so I genuinely love Miss Mary as a person and as a boss, but when Donna and Mary tell us to do some shit, we're inclined to do it. Alan, most people that work there saw him quit before and then get brought back. Even though anyone else who just says, nah, fuck this shit and leave, if you no call, no show leave, you're done. Now the system locks you out. Before, Alan just, oh, better job, bye, and he dipped. And I'm not judging him for that, because fuck, y'all do that. straight up, we need to stop with this company loyalty bullshit to companies that wouldn't give us a day off if we needed it to not die. We need to stop with the company loyalty towards assholes, is what I'm saying. Like I tell my boss all the time, I'm loyal to the team, not the fucking company. Our higher-ups can go fuck himself. I hope he dies tomorrow. Well, I can't say that. That's cruel. But I do hope he has a terrible day. I hope he has the day he deserves. That looks different. Huh. But yeah, y'all. Things will get better eventually. It's just not any time in our lifetime if we don't do something immediately. It's like when I messed up with LaToya's name. Again, sorry about that, Miss LaToya. That was my bad. But the Lolita thing, it's a trope, and it's a disgusting trope that we'll talk about later when I can feel more... I don't care if the lolly community comes after me, because quite frankly, I don't think any of you fucks are worth a fuck if you're in the lolly community. It's a disgusting thing, y'all. It truly, all it is pedophilia, but in cartoon form. There, I said it. It's basically cartoon pedophilia. Oh no! What the fuck? How did Calamar die? Oh, that's just gotta be fixed now. Also bullshit. What am I gonna do with his ears now? I guess when I get back we do the resurrection ritual first. I truthfully didn't know they could get old or die. Well, I knew they could die, but I didn't know they could get old. I gotta get them immortality necklaces going. But yeah, y'all, I mean, I'll have a deeper dive on it later when I get the chance, but it's like, Lolita is a narrative choice where you have, in the case of the book, I've never read it because it's on my list of I'm not going to do it unless I get it assigned to me. But in the book, it's basically creepy rich pedophile falls in love with a young girl and then grooms her. There's your entire story. It's, like I said, it's disgusting. It's disgusting, and it's for disgusting people. And my cousin was a lolly lover. He wanted to drag my ass to LollyCon if I would go with him because he didn't want to go alone. I can't. I physically can't. I will commit the crime. No. Because I'm sorry, but I don't... Look, y'all, I know I'm gonna get lambasted as the gentle internet guy here, but it's like... Y'all, it's a slippery slope. It's not even a fallacy. It's just... If you look at a cartoon about pedophilia or an anime about pedophilia and go, oh, but that's okay, then how long until you look at your neighbor and say, well, that's okay? There is no defense of it. There is no world where it's okay. Period. Just period, point blank, y'all. Now let's check out all my trophies right quick while I go pee. I'll be right back. And I'll be continuing on this horrible subject for about another 10 minutes probably, and then we'll be getting off of it, and hopefully I'll never have to touch on it again, because nobody watches my videos and comments. So, hopefully this won't come back to bite me in the ass. I'll be right back. Do not chew on the microphone. Howdy, howdy, we are back, and we are back. As I was saying, the problem is, and I hear y'all, well, it's just cartoons. Well, I see where you're mistaken, Travis. She's not a child. She's a 10,000-year-old dragon. She's a vampire. Dude, I thought it was fucking weird in the Vampire Lestat, Interview of the Vampire, the way they handled Claudia. I liked Claudia as a character. I hated the way they handled her, though. Everyone's just fucking dying on me and abandoning the cult. Okay, we run in to do the ritual first. This is why I don't get to deep dive on courses. Jesus, everyone's dissenting. There. Now everyone's happy. New doctrine just dropped, y'all. Let's do... why not? We already did this one, I think. Through the Fallen unlocks the grave building, game 2, and follows through the grave. Okay. Read about it in the doctrine. Okay, we only have one more trait to get in this one, and it's the good die young. We have work and worship next. Possessions. We got 2 for law and order, 2 for sustenance, and 3 for sin. Not all that bad, I don't think. Also, let's try to bring back our fun little squid friend. Pick up one of those immortality necklaces for her. I think the squid is a her. Also, y'all, don't ever think that I'm gonna go down that path of, oh, all this woke gay shit, I'm tired of being sent. No, y'all. I'll always stand beside my trans brothers and sisters, my gay followers, my friends. What I won't stand behind is pretending like we should tolerate intolerance. What I'm not gonna do, and we're not gonna do as a community if we can help it, is tolerate terrible people. And that's what we're gonna do our best to stop. Gently where we can, but forcefully where we can't. And like I said, my problem isn't with Alan in any way, shape, or form. It's with a company that takes somebody like myself who works every day they ask, busts ass every day, and has never called out for no reason. Anytime I call out, it's because I physically can't make it in there. I don't understand why I keep getting passed over for things in life is all, you know? I mean, maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm the dumbass here. Maybe I'm doing something wildly inaccurate and wrong that I just don't see. But in that case, correct me so that I might correct crappy scenario. Well, we can heal that. Let's go heal that. What the fuck is this shit? I'm gonna have to fight a high-level follower later, and I'm not gonna be looking forward to that. Also, I thought my disciples just couldn't dissent. I thought that was the point to making them disciples. Okay. After we get our cult back onto the tracks, we'll be signing off for the day, I reckon. Well, for the time. I gotta go do a lot of cleaning, and I believe the Dollar General next door has finally opened up again. I mean, on the bright side, I guess the pig did free me from having to be so secretive about where I live at, considering he exposed where I live at, where I work at. But that's what pigs do, you know. They don't think about the people that they're hurting. They just think about themselves and how they can entertain themselves when they're bored. Like I said, I would like to take a higher, better judging of it, but when you're constantly there and you're constantly, I'm not an unknown figure in the community is what I'm saying. Oh, god damn it! Well, no wonder everyone was dissenting. Look at the state of my cult. I need more tombs. I need more... Fuck. This is almost bad enough for me to say fuck it and walk away from and redo it, but I'm not gonna. We're gonna clean up this mess. Good God. All my big ones died. That sucks. Okay, we're gonna have to build some frickin' graves now. We'll do that later when a more important follower dies. Now... Oh cool, I don't have enough. You know, you think I'd be used to hearing you don't have enough in the world. Okay, we get 2 of those put down and we'll build that. Because yeah, y'all, it's also, I've seen some beautiful things. There's one content creator, the Homeless Wanderer, and she's been through some terrible shit in her life, and she's still wandering. She can't stay in one place too long, and I've caught on to her shorts, and y'all, I think I'm in love. I hope that she does wonderful things, and truth be told, I applaud anyone that's brave enough to post real shit on the internet. And her shit is the realest of shit. Because I've been there. How is everyone sick and yet I can't heal anyone? How was I gone for this long? I just ran a dungeon to its completion. And this one was wearing a longevity necklace. So many of these people that are dead should not have died by the game standards, I don't think. And again, in this state of decay, I can't even tell you who they were. This is Leafy! God damn it, did all my favorite ones died? That's bullshit. I don't even know who that one... Oh, no, that was the shroom guy. Oh, we got a lot of resurrecting to do. Damn. Now we're getting to the part of the micromanaging the cult. Alright, let's get some new cult members in and let's start trying to resurrect the fall. Why? Okay, they're not having sex and they're very angry. I got a new form unlocked. Should appear with a little green thing. Ah, there it is. Oh yeah, I got the crab. Well, celibate and not sexing, so let's make him a crab. Okay. Go Timber Farm. It's a hippo. It's a hippo hop. I'm not going to make that joke. Okay. Why is this a negative? Writes poems instead of working? I'm cool with that. Though, if you're a hip... I should have made the other one into a hippo. Come to think of it, being that they were... Well, I guess hippos are also super horny, so that don't count. We got us a poet. We don't have nearly enough mice around this place. Well, I don't think we have any chimps yet, so since he's a poet, we'll make him into a monkey. And we will make him look cool. Let's see if I can go get one more resurrection if I have the bones for it. Bone. Oh yeah, I should have enough bones for maybe 2 resurrections. Oh boo! I just gotta wait long enough. Oh well, Batman for now. Pull it back and start sorting the dead bodies. Killamar! Oh wait, I gotta turn in your quest for the one who waits for some reason. Where is the one who waits? I think it's weird that I'm returning your sister's ears to you. Man, you ran. I was taking a walk on this fine day and thought to myself, wasn't Anchor Deep grand? The bright and brittle coral, the waving kelp, the crystals of my once grand temple. Well, you have my relic, yes? Now turn me into a demon and we'll go, and don't let me get hurt. I don't think you understand how quests work, friend, but sure, we'll do that. We're not going to go on as long a run in Anchor Deep this time. I cannot afford to lose all my followers again. But it should give us the time we need to go ahead and resurrect some followers. Well, give us the bones to resurrect some followers and allow the resurrection ritual to cool off. It's too bad we can't have like a mass resurrection ritual. Make it cost like some outrageous price, 300 bones or something. But make it to where you can just perform the ritual and then all your followers come back at once. That'd be pretty badass. Then again, it could also go terribly, horribly wrong if, you know, you brought all your followers back and you'd end up with a crop of zombies or something. Either way, we'll also have to bring back the mushroom fellow again to cure him. And to spark his quest being able to start. I've got death as a follower. Why do people keep dying? I just want to bury the body, y'all. Come on. Because I have so many more bodies to bury, too. I think that's why we're having a health problem here right now. I just dropped his ass. That's great. Aaron, Hannah. Oh man, Hannah died? Fuck. I'm sorry, Hannah. Okay. We good? We good. Okay. Now, the cat wanted me, Sparkles wanted to get married. Let's go ahead and marry Sparkles. That way we can knock that quest off the mission too. There it is. We'll do this. Hopefully that'll bring the last loyalty to that one dissenter. Okay. Somehow he lost more faith. Lovely. Do one of these that actually makes it to where need beets for that. Let's see if this market stall outside has any beets. Also the plus side to being a night. What do you mean? Oh, I gotta plant them. Duh.
Shalom, Papa. Oh.
Oh yeah, we got a good follower here. I still don't know what the hell that's supposed to be. Huh? Inspiring. Well, that's about as far as we're going to take it for today, for now, I think. We'll try to come back a bit later, if we can. Like I said, I got a bit of cleaning to do. And this is still, even with all the frustrations, a very fun game. But alrighty, y'all. Take care, be good, do take care of each other as best you can. Like I said, I'm sorry for being so negative, y'all. I'll try to bring some more positive vibes and energy to the next one. It's just been rough around these parts, y'all. I hope y'all do good, and we will see you on the next one. Let's dig up this tree. There we go. Alright. And we will see y'all on the next one. Be good, y'all. 1 second. Alright. Bye for now, y'all. I do hope you have a good day. Now I'm failing to push a button correctly. There we go. Y'all have a good day now. Endure and survive.